Hello, everyone, and welcome back to your calm and friendly place to learn real everyday English through natural conversations, Sarah and Paul conversations.
Hi, everyone. It's really nice to have you here with us again. If you are listening while walking, relaxing, or maybe drinking coffee, we're very happy you chose to spend a few minutes learning English with us.
Yes, thank you for being here. On this channel, we practice English the natural way through real conversations about everyday life.
Not textbook English, not complicated lessons, just simple English that people actually use.
Exactly. And before we begin today's conversation, if you enjoy learning English this way, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. It really helps us continue creating these conversations for you.
And it also means we keep learning together, step by step.
So today's topic is something very interesting and also something everyone thinks about at some point in life.
Yes. Today we're talking about money and success.
Ah, yes, two very small words that somehow carry a lot of emotions.
Exactly. Because when people hear the word money, they don't only think about numbers.
No. They think about security, opportunities, comfort, and sometimes pressure.
And when people hear the word success, they often imagine a very specific picture.
Right, a big house, a great job, expensive things, maybe traveling a lot.
Yes, but real life is often more complex than that picture.
Exactly, because success means different things to different people.
For some people, success means earning a lot of money,
For others, success means having a peaceful life
or having time for family.
or doing work they enjoy.
Yes, and this is why today's conversation is interesting. We're not just talking about money.
We're talking about how people talk about money and how people think about success.
Because these are very common topics in everyday English conversations.
Exactly. People often ask things like, are you happy with your job? Do you want to earn more money? What does success mean to you?
Yes, these are questions people ask in real life, at work, with friends, or even during casual conversations.
And sometimes those conversations can feel a little uncomfortable.
That's true. Talking about money can feel personal.
But it can also be interesting if we talk about it in a relaxed and honest way.
Exactly. So today we will explore some simple English expressions people use when talking about money, work, goals, and success.
And we will also talk about something important,
What's that?
the idea that money and success are not always the same thing,
That's a very important idea.
because sometimes people believe that if someone has a lot of money, that person must be very successful.
Or very intelligent.
Yes, but life is not always that simple.
Not at all.
You can meet someone with a very high salary who feels stressed and unhappy.
And you can meet someone with a simple job who feels calm and fulfilled.
Yes, and that shows something interesting. What's that? That success is not only about what people see from the outside.
Exactly. Sometimes success is quiet,
Maybe someone has a small business they love
or a simple life they enjoy.
or work that helps other people,
Those things don't always appear in big headlines.
but they still matter.
Very much.
You know, Sarah, I remember when I was younger, I thought success meant having a very impressive job.
Yes, many people think that when they're young.
I imagined something very dramatic, big office, important meetings.
And what happened?
Well, I learned that real life is a little different.
Sometimes success is simply waking up in the morning and not feeling stressed about your day.
That is actually a very good definition.
Yes, because peace of mind can feel more valuable than a large salary.
And that's something many people discover later in life.
Exactly.
But still, money does play an important role.
Of course. Money gives people stability.
It helps pay for housing, food, healthcare, education.
So we're not saying money doesn't matter.
Not at all. Money can make life easier.
But the interesting question is this.
Does money always equal success?
That's a good question.
Because some people believe the answer is yes.
But many others believe the answer is no.
Exactly. And today we're going to explore that idea through a simple conversation.
We'll talk about work, ambition, goals, and how people define success in everyday life.
And if you're listening right now, you might think about your own answer too.
Yes. What does success mean to you?
Is it about money,
Freedom?
time,
Purpose?
or maybe a mix of all those things?
Yes, because life is rarely only one thing.
And sometimes the happiest people are not the richest people.
Very true.
But before we continue, let's start with something simple. Sarah, let me ask you a question.
Okay.
If someone asked you, do you want to be successful? What would you say?
I would probably say yes. But then I would ask another question.
Which question?
What does success mean?
That's a perfect place to begin, and that's a really good question, Sarah, because when people say they want success, they often imagine different things.
Exactly. One person might imagine financial freedom.
Another person might imagine recognition or status.
And someone else might imagine something very simple, like having enough time to enjoy life.
Yes. Time is something people value more and more these days.
Sometimes people work very hard to earn money, but then they realize they have very little time left for themselves.
That happens quite often.
I once had a friend who worked in a very big company.
Oh, really? What did he do?
He had a good position and a high salary. From the outside, it looked like a perfect job.
But let me guess. He wasn't very happy.
Exactly. He worked almost every weekend.
That can be exhausting.
Yes, and after a few years, he told me something interesting.
What did he say?
He said, "I have money, but I don't have time."
That's a powerful sentence.
It really is, because many people believe money automatically brings happiness.
But sometimes money only brings more responsibilities.
And sometimes more stress.
Yes, and that leads to an interesting question.
What question?
How much money is enough?
That is a difficult question.
Very difficult, because the answer changes depending on the person.
Some people feel comfortable with a simple lifestyle,
Others want a very luxurious life.
and neither choice is wrong.
Exactly, everyone has different priorities.
Some people want stability,
Some people want adventure.
and some people want both.
That's true, but one thing many people agree on is this: financial security feels important.
Yes, financial security means having enough money to feel safe.
Safe about rent, food, bills, and the future.
Exactly. When people feel financially secure, they usually feel more relaxed,
And they can think about other things besides survival.
like hobbies,
Family,
travel.
or learning new skills.
Yes. Speaking of skills, I think learning is another kind of success,
I agree completely.
because knowledge gives people freedom.
Freedom to change jobs.
Freedom to start something new.
Freedom to understand the world better.
Yes. And sometimes learning a language can even change someone's life.
That's very true.
Learning English, for example, can open many doors.
New jobs,
New friendships.
new opportunities.
Exactly. And the beautiful thing is that learning doesn't depend on how rich you are,
It depends on curiosity.
and patience.
Yes, because learning something new always takes time.
Just like building success.
Right? Success usually doesn't happen overnight,
People often imagine success as one big moment,
like suddenly becoming famous or wealthy.
but in reality, success often grows slowly.
Very slowly sometimes.
Yes, small steps every day,
Working,
improving,
learning.
trying again after mistakes.
That's an important part people often forget.
What part?
Failure.
Ah, yes, failure.
Many successful people failed many times before succeeding.
Exactly. But when we only see the final result, we forget the long journey behind it.
We see the successful business.
But we don't see the years of struggle.
We see the confident person.
But we don't see the doubts they had before.
Yes, and that's why comparing ourselves to others can sometimes be dangerous,
Because we usually compare our beginning to someone else's middle.
or even their final result.
That's a very good way to say it.
And social media can make this even worse.
Yes, because people usually share their best moments,
Their promotions,
their vacations,
their achievements.
but they rarely share their stress or failures.
Exactly. So sometimes success online looks very easy.
But real life is much more complex.
Very true. Sarah, can I ask you something?
Of course.
If someone asked you, what does success look like in your life? What would you say?
That's a good question. I think success for me would mean balance. Balance between work and life. Enough money to feel comfortable, but also enough time to enjoy life.
That sounds like a healthy definition.
What about you, Paul?
For me, success means progress.
Progress?
Yes? The feeling that I'm improving little by little, learning, growing, helping other people.
That's a beautiful idea.
Because progress doesn't depend on being perfect.
Exactly. It just means moving forward.
And sometimes moving forward is already a big achievement,
Very true.
especially on difficult days.
Yes, especially on difficult days.
Exactly. Some days progress looks very big, other days it looks very small.
But small progress is still progress.
Yes, and that's something many people forget when they think about success,
They imagine success as one big moment,
like winning a prize
or earning a huge amount of money.
or suddenly becoming famous.
But most success stories don't look like that.
No, they look much quieter.
They look like someone waking up early and working on something little by little,
Or someone learning new skills step by step.
or someone trying again after a mistake.
Yes, mistakes are an important part of the journey.
But many people feel afraid of making mistakes.
That's true, especially when money or career is involved.
People often feel pressure to make the right decision,
Exactly, the right job,
the right investment.
the right opportunity.
But the truth is, nobody always makes the perfect choice.
Not at all.
Sometimes people learn the most from the decisions that didn't work.
That reminds me of something a friend once told me.
What did your friend say?
He said, every mistake is a lesson in disguise.
That's a nice way to think about it.
Yes, because mistakes often teach us something valuable.
They teach patience.
They teach resilience.
And sometimes they teach us what we truly want.
Yes, that's very important.
Sometimes people chase money for years.
But later they realize what they really wanted was freedom.
Or creativity.
Or time with family.
Exactly. And that realization can change everything.
It can help people redefine success.
Redefine success?
Yes, to redefine something means to change the way you understand it.
That makes sense.
Maybe success doesn't always mean having more.
Maybe sometimes it means needing less.
That's a very interesting thought.
Yes, because when people simplify their lives, they sometimes feel more peaceful,
Less stress.
less pressure,
More time for meaningful things.
and meaningful things often don't cost much money.
That's true.
Talking with friends.
Walking in nature, learning something new, helping someone.
Those moments can feel incredibly valuable.
Yes, and they remind us that success can also be emotional.
Not just financial.
Exactly.
But of course, money can still help create opportunities.
Yes, money can give people freedom to choose,
Freedom to travel,
freedom to study.
freedom to start projects,
So again, money itself is not the problem.
right? The problem is when money becomes the only way people measure value.
Exactly.
Because human life is much richer than numbers.
Much richer.
You know, Paul, I once read something interesting about success.
What did it say?
It said that success is not only about what you achieve, it's also about the person you become along the way.
That's a powerful idea.
Yes, because the journey shapes us.
Our experiences,
Our challenges,
our relationships,
all those things influence who we become.
and sometimes that personal growth is the real success.
Yes, becoming more patient,
More understanding and
more confident,
more compassionate.
those are beautiful forms of success.
They really are.
And they often don't appear on a bank statement,
No, they don't.
but they appear in how we treat others.
And how we treat ourselves.
Exactly.
Which brings us to another important point.
What point? Self-worth.
Yes, self-worth.
Sometimes people connect their self-worth too strongly to money or career.
Yes, they believe their value as a person depends on their salary,
But that can be a very heavy burden.
because life has ups and downs.
Sometimes jobs change.
Sometimes income changes.
Sometimes plans don't work.
And if self-worth depends only on those things, people can feel very discouraged.
Exactly. But if self-worth comes from deeper values, it becomes stronger.
Values like kindness,
Integrity,
effort,
honesty,
those things are more stable.
they don't disappear when circumstances change,
And that's an important reminder for everyone.
especially in a world that often focuses on appearances.
Yes, appearances can be misleading.
Very misleading sometimes.
Yes, appearances can be very misleading sometimes.
Exactly. From the outside, a person's life can look perfect. A great job, a beautiful house, a busy schedule. But inside, that person may feel tired or disconnected.
Yes, because success on the outside doesn't always mean peace on the inside.
That's something many people slowly learn with experience.
And sometimes it takes years to understand.
Yes. When people are young, they often feel a lot of pressure to achieve things quickly,
To earn more,
to move faster.
to prove something.
Exactly. It can feel like life is a race
A race against time.
against other people.
But eventually, many people realize something important.
What's that?
Life is not really a race.
Everyone moves at a different pace.
Some people find their path early,
Others discover it later.
and both journeys are completely valid.
Yes, that's an important message. Because comparing our lives to others can create unnecessary stress.
And stress doesn't help people grow.
Exactly. Growth happens when people feel supported and patient with themselves.
That's true.
You know, Paul, I think another important part of success is gratitude.
Gratitude?
Yes, being grateful for what we already have.
That's a beautiful perspective.
Because when people only focus on what they don't have, life can feel like a constant struggle.
But when they notice what they already have, life feels more balanced.
Yes. Gratitude can change the way we see things. Instead of saying, I'm not successful yet, someone might say, I'm still learning and improving.
That small change in perspective can make a big difference. Exactly.
And that idea connects very well with learning English, too.
Oh, absolutely.
Sometimes learners feel frustrated when they don't speak perfectly.
But learning a language takes time,
Patience,
practice.
and many small mistakes along the way.
Yes, mistakes are part of the journey.
Just like in life,
Exactly.
every new word you learn,
Every conversation you understand.
every moment you practice speaking,
All those steps are progress,
even if the progress feels slow.
and sometimes the slow progress is the strongest progress.
Because it builds real confidence,
Yes, confidence grows step by step,
just like success,
just like learning.
just like life itself.
Exactly.
So maybe the real message today is simple. Money matters. Success matters. But they are not the only things that define a meaningful life.
True success can also mean learning,
Growing,
helping others.
and building a life that feels honest and fulfilling.
Yes, a life that feels aligned with your values.
Not just with other people's expectations.
Exactly.
And if you're listening right now while learning English, remember something important. Your progress matters, even if it feels slow, even if you sometimes doubt yourself.
Every day you listen,
Every day you practice.
every day you try again. You are moving forward, and that is already a form of success.
Absolutely.
So keep speaking, keep learning, and keep being patient with yourself. And if today's conversation helped you think about success, money, and life in a new way, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. You can also share this episode with someone who might enjoy practicing English through real conversations.
We always love hearing your thoughts too.
Yes, tell us in the comments, what does success mean to you?
There is no right or wrong answer, just your personal perspective.
Thank you for spending this time with us today,
Take care of your English.
and take care of yourself.
This is Sarah.
And this is Paul. And remember,
You're not bad at English.
you're just getting better.